Morning, girlies. It's the weekend. Hello, honey. Hello. You got one ear and one ear out again. Annie's wearing her fly sheet because she's still quite sensitive. So her neck's quite itchy, but she's a bit more comfortable in this than her FRIESIANS rug at the moment. But she'll wear that once it gets a bit colder. Jubbers has decided that there's not enough haylage left up in the field. So you've come to be brave in amongst the girls. Little Mai, she free-reined last night. She's not done that for a while, but she was at Mel's late. And then if I go and turn a light on, hello gorgeous, we've got Ren Pen. Hello. Look at you all hovering in here. Little floppy doos, looking sleepy. Do you need a sleep today, darling? Eh? Yeah? Oh, look sleepy. And then Niki Noodles, who hasn't had a night in for a while, because she was over at Mel's late as well. We thought she could come in and keep Ren company in the stable next door. Okay, it's breakfast time. Let me go and find you some. Got a busy old Saturday morning today. I've got some lovely young ladies on one of our Meet the Horses tours, just loving up with Uber there. And then we've got Diane and her good friend whose birthday it is today, also here having a mooch around, cuddling the horses, and they're all loving it. We've got a very exciting visitor this morning. Over here is Pauline, who you're going to hear a little bit more about in a minute. And Pauline did something really quite spectacular for herself and for the FRIESIANS back in September. So Pauline is a very good friend of Anne here, who you'll remember as the witch in the Halloween video, or one of the witches.
Yes.
But also who did that incredible run.
Yes.
Round
Derwentwater, 10 miles.
Yes.
And people very, 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 very kindly donated to my GoFundMe.
I'm having a bit of a giggle because these three ladies, can I call you ladies, have really rude nicknames for each other. Can't call Pauline a lady. Well, I'm going to call you a lady today, Pauline, because you've done wonderful things for the horses. and then we've got Christine over there, who, yes, I was told the rude name, but at least now I know Christine's name. A huge thank you from all of us for doing this walk, but I think it was quite a challenge for you, wasn't it? Do you want to tell us more about it?
Well, it was because got over to Spain where I was going to do most of the miles, and I wasn't well, so I had to give like a few days rest to that. And then when I got home, when I was doing the miles then, I went down a pothole and hurt my knee. So it was a real challenge to get it done in the month of, so it's 100 miles in September, that's what I was doing.
100 miles.
Yeah, so normally I do it for like, say, the hospice or something local in Southport, but we just had that real tragedy where the 3 little girls got killed, and stabbed, and
awful.
And also the riot, and there was a really awful kind of feeling of sadness and anger and just a very huge cloud hanging over Southport. And then about 2 weeks after it came up to open day, because I've been before, and I came to the open day and obviously mingled with the horses. And I just really admire you for what you do for all these horses and the love and the care that you give to them. But it wasn't just about the horses, because on that day it really uplifted me, because I was like feeling a bit, down with everything.
You're going to make me cry in a minute.
But I was here and I was hugging and kissing, and they were hugging and kissing me, and I just felt so more uplifted and happy, and it was just like great experience again. And that's why I chose to do it for here, because I just appreciate everything you do for these horses. They're just marvellous.
Honestly, I just want to hug you now.
They are, honestly, they're so well looked after, they're so cared for, so loved. Everything about them is, it's just what I love to see, because I'm animal mad.
And honestly, Pauline, I've gone cold here, and I am going to hug you in a minute when I take the camera off you. It's so lovely to hear how everybody sees this place from the outside, because obviously we're in it day in, day out, and probably sometimes forget how special it is for everybody else coming along and seeing them and spending time with them.
Well, it's the people that I spoke to that are here as well that have done like the friendship barn and the stable stays and everything like that. You know, it's like their health and well-being. They just like, it uplifts and makes them appreciate, you know, what they've got as well.
Speaking of which, we should go and cuddle a Friesian, shouldn't we?
We should.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because that's what it's all about. Giving them a cuddle. So yeah, that's the main reason I chose to do the sponsored walk for yourselves, and because it was just like such a positive thing to do, because there was too much
sadness and negativity.
And I just appreciated so much coming up that day. It just, honestly, it just made me feel so much
We were
better.
your little escape from reality for a while.
It was, yeah. And I did give Micah,
yeah,
a really big cuddle.
Oh, I'm sure she'll have a cuddle with you today.
And then the other thing I wanted to say was, I know like when I'd seen like people that had fundraised for here, and like I know Anne did like a huge amount of money. It was amazing. But I just thought, I'm obsessed with looking at have you reached your target for Green Bank, and I was like, I look every day to see how your target's getting on, and I'll be absolutely made up when you reach that target. But I thought, so I raised £520, and I thought if everybody, you know, just does a little bit, it doesn't matter how much, you'll get to that target. And I just thought, well, if I can do it, well, the other people might do it as well. So I just want to encourage people to go on the GoFundMe, do a little sponsor, and that target will be reached pretty quickly. And I hope I inspire some other people as well, because it isn't about making huge amounts of money, but like I say, you know, £500 here and there will soon get you to that target.
I think Liesa and I were talking about this last night, and it's doing something where you're challenging yourself, so you feel good for that anyway, and by having those sponsors there, it's that added driving force to get you to reach a personal goal really as well. So for whatever organisation you do it for, it brings a lot of pleasure all round, because it makes you feel good about yourself for doing, achieving a goal, but also the fact that you've managed to generate funds to support something as wonderful as all these beasties as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%, yes, definitely. And I just encourage everybody to come to an open day, because they'll really, really enjoy it.
Thank you. We will sort out dates for them at some point. Yeah.
I'll be here.
So after Pauline and I were talking about, you know, doing fundraisers and what she's done, and how you thought that it would be a good idea for other people to set themselves challenges, I'm going to let Liesa and Pauline explain what Liesa's now going to do.
Okay, so I'm not very good with heights, and I'm not very good with hills, but I'm going to try and climb cat bells in 2 weeks' time before I go home from here, to try and just raise a little bit more money for the sanctuary.
So tell everyone, because I don't know a lot, it's bad, I live in the Lake District, but I don't know all these different walks, but cat bells is what?
Cat bells is one of the fells. Do they call them fells, or one of the Wainwrights that you can climb?
It's a Wainwright, isn't it?
It's a Wainwright. So
I actually do know that there's 214 Wainwright
yes,
walks.
Yes. Cat bells is one of the slightly easiest ones, but it is it's up and down, but it has got a little scramble at the top, which is the bit that will be scary for me, because I'm not good with heights and my legs go like jelly. So yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go. And do it.
So
And
this is...
Anne's promised to help me get up there.
So Anne, you've committed to another one.
Brilliant.
You're going to be supervisor.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be friend in need and pusher.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
get to that scramble, it'll be a little...
Yeah, because I have absolutely no doubt that you can do it, but you often doubt yourself and your own ability. But this is a walk that you've wanted to do for quite a while, isn't it?
I have wanted to do it for quite a long time because it's just supposed to be one of the nicest scenic climbs.
So you're going to set yourself up a GoFundMe,
Yes.
and anybody who wants to give Liesa that extra encouragement to challenge those fears
Yeah.
and achieve something that you've wanted to do for a long time, plus raise funds
Yeah.
for the beasties here,
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
just as Pauline has done.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful. So we'll put the link in here.
Yes. I will go. and
So
set
have
them
you
up.
got a target?
500. I think we're gonna set it out
We're going to aim for 500.
for 500.
Well, thank you, Liesa, for, challenging your own
I know,
fears
I
for
know.
the
And it will be a
benefit.
challenge. I promise.
No, you'll do it. We have
I'm gonna do
utter
it.
faith.
I am gonna do it.
So
You are.
we'll have done it, so if anybody else wants to,
Yeah.
get out there and do it.
And we'll take videos and we'll take pictures, won't we, so that everyone can see what it's like up there.
Excellent.
So,
We've had a lovely morning with our visitors, and I'm just on the way down the road with Annie to start our live that hopefully some of you will have caught by the time you see this. Behind, we've got Frey with Uber, who came in, had a little pose with our visitors for some pictures. Frey was going to do a bit of groundwork with him, but in all honesty, we're both very tired today, aren't we, Frey? Yeah. So he's going to come in tomorrow and do a little bit then.
Thank you for the laughter.